Understanding yourself and your core values. So it's so important to know your likes in life, not what your parents have told you you should like, not what your friends like, not what social media or the news tells you you should like, but what your likes are. You know, we all need to be able to stand up and be unique. This again needs to be taught in schools. What your dislikes are, you know, you need to own these dislikes. I really don't like that, you know, and this could be anything from food to social life to your intimate life to what's going on in your business. Get really clear and really understand you, because the more you understand yourself, the more you understand the world that we live in. And what's important to you are your core values, right? These are things that you stand by. And we can have lots of things that are important to us, you know, like loyalty and kindness and gentleness and resilience and courage and being brave. You know, we can have so many things in life that are important to us. And what I encourage you to do is to create 5 core values. So 5 things that have great meaning to you. Because what I promise you, if you live your life by 5 core values, you will never be wrong. You will be able to make decisions much more easily. Now you can see our little friend here, Arthur Daly. Honesty, not one of his core values, clearly. So if honesty was one of your core values and your husband gets something off the back of a lorry, or your friend, your mate, your, you know, business partner does something that's not quite kosher there, it doesn't matter what you do, I guarantee you it will never sit well with you. It's going against something that's in your inner core. So I really invite you to get clear on your core values, and when you make decisions in life, you need to be able to look at what those core values are. And they do change, right? They change because we change and we grow. So I do my core values every year, October, November time, ready for the next year. And they do change along the line. So that will really help you in your relationship to know what's important to you. And trust. Trust is a biggie here. And this may be something that you might not know about trust. Trust is really all about trusting yourself. And my husband and I, Ian, have been together, oh, seems like forever now, but since I was 20. So over 35 years we've been together. And I do trust Ian because his behaviour and his past tells me that he's a trustworthy guy, right? But the only person I can really trust is myself. And that's because I have no idea what Ian is going to do next, right? So trust is all about trusting you, learning to trust your intuition. And intuition is something we all have. And the more you use it, the more it grows. It's like a muscle. If you don't use it, it'll just wither away. But by really tapping into your intuition and using your intuition, it'll be your greatest guide ever. It really will. So I've done a lot of couples counselling in the past, and I've helped people, you know, for many years in relationships, and they come to me, they're checking phones and they're getting trackers on things and hitmen, no, not hitmen, what is it? Well, it's not hitman, no, detective, you know, detectives, there's a name for it, it's gone past. Yeah, something like, yeah, private detective, thank you. Yeah, so they get all these people to find out what their husband's doing. All you really need, honestly, is to tap into your intuition. You know it's off, there's something off here, something not right, yep. Right, I'm onto it, I'm going to have that conversation, and you don't let go of it. So tapping into your intuition is your #1 guide to trusting yourself and those people around you. You really need to be able to trust those business partners. You really need to be able to trust your clients. You know, to be able to trust your children. You know, in all of your relationships, trust is paramount. So how you tap into your intuition, you can only do that when you're by yourself. And that's because the attention attention is all on you and you're not being distracted by talking to other people or watching something. You know, you have to be alone. So the more time you spend either meditating or having a walk in nature, or just that time alone where you just sit down with yourself, you'll begin to understand that that intuition deep inside of you is very gentle and it's very soft. It can be a little voice, it can be a nudge, but it is absolutely 100% right for you. And if you live your life trusting your intuition, I guarantee you, you'll never be wrong. And you will be so much more authentic, living the life that you should be living, you know, being that best version of yourself. So that trust really is paramount. And Sharon, beautiful lady, came to me a while ago, and she had a very toxic relationship with her husband, and it was really going downhill. She really didn't know what was going on. But by actually just focusing on being able to tap into her intuition, learning how to trust herself and her husband, she was able to create a much happier relationship and a much healthier one by going through one of my group programs. So trust is paramount. Start trusting yourself, ladies and gentlemen.